It's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, coming to you doing the Lightworker Oracle today and the Lantern Oracle for the shadow work and illuminating the shadow and empowering our path. And then I'll go ahead and get a card from Divine Feminine Energy, the Kuan Yin Oracle. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share if you find this spiritual uplifting message helpful today. And we'll go ahead and get started. I got a candle lit back here behind me on my right for extra light. And I just want to thank you guys for showing up to this channel and taking time out of your day to listen to this message. And I hope that it blesses you on your spiritual path in some way. Just going to go ahead and light some sage to cleanse and clear the energies, connecting the heavens to the earth. Calling on my angels, ascended masters, spirit guides, ancestors, Mother Mary Magdalene, Jesus Christ, Great Mystery and Great Spirit, and whatever other members of my spiritual team need to be here to help get this message out, to bless whoever needs to hear it today. Please bless this message with healing, loving, light energy and high vibrational energy only, to help us illuminate our shadows, to empower ourselves on this path. Thank you for our blessings. Thank you for our gifts. Okay. I cleanse my mind, body, and spirit of all negative energy and entities. I cleanse my mind for clear seeing or clear thinking, my eyes for clear seeing, my ears for clear hearing, and my voice for clear speaking, and my heart for purity. Thank you for this message, and thank you for our gifts, Spirit. Okay, so we're going to start with the Lightworker Oracle today for the beginning part of our spiritual message. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and split this deck. Divine Power of the Divine Masculine and the Heart Transmission. Oops. Thank you, Spirit, for this message. Thank you for our gifts and guiding us on the spiritual path. Heart Transmission again, and Initiation by Fire. I hope all of you are having a good day today, getting out into nature and connecting with Earth Mother. Heart Transmission again, and Dark Angel. Heart Transmission and Spiritual Decree. So maybe you're earning a spiritual decree and something to help heal others and on their spiritual path. Heart Transmission again, and Divine Grace and Law of Efficiency. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna... Okay, one more shuffle. Split it one more time. Reassurance of the Golden Light. And Third Ray of Creative Intelligence. Okay, thank you for this message, Spirit. Can you cleanse and clear this collective and let us know how to work our light during healing the shadow aspect, illuminating the shadows on our path? And can you let us know what this collective that I'm reading for needs to know most about doing their light work on this day that they need to be mindful of? Ooh, wow, we got a whole pile. Okay. So, this whole pile flew out. I got Divine Grace and Divine Efficiency for the first card, which is number 32. And then we have 42, Fifth Ray of Intellectual Knowledge. So keep shining with your intellectual knowledge, knowing that you are divine, you're protected by divine grace and if divine efficiency, the law of efficiency, Dark Angel. 44, the seventh ray of order and ceremony. Through connecting with the cosmic heart, cosmic Christ consciousness during the dark night of your soul and illuminating the light within you. So, 32, 42, 30, 44, 27, and 16. Divine grace and law of efficiency. Fifth ray of intellectual knowledge, Dark Angel. Seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony through the cosmic heart, cosmic Christ consciousness during the dark night of your soul through this alchemical mutation. So this is your first ray of power, number 1, that you're receiving from the divine downloads that you're getting. So I'm being guided to read Dark Angel. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so Dark Angel. The Dark Angel comes to you with a radical truth. Divine love is always there for you, without exception. Love will never forget you. It will never stop caring for you, even when it seems most unlikely. In fact, especially then. The divine is reaching for you and nurturing you. Even our wounds are ways that we can discover love and divine grace through the healing process. The divine is always helping you remember who you are and to find your true joy. When the dark angel appears, you are being given a gift of light, even if it may seem to be a hidden blessing. A dark mystery is one that helps us learn that even if things don't seem to be working out according to the timing or the methods that we believe necessary, the light and love of Spirit are unfailing. If a door is closed in your face, it is the wrong door for you. Divine love will ensure that the right door opens at the right time. When you encounter darkness, how you respond can either make when you encounter darkness, how you respond can make either the dark or the light victorious. You can choose doubt and fear, or you can force the darkness to serve the light by choosing trust and faith. You are spiritually advanced enough to trust unconditionally. That is the trust that burns bright not only when things are appearing good, but even when your mind thinks that things seem to be heading in the wrong direction. Does unconditional trust mean that you give up if things get tough, assuming it is not meant to be? Of course not. Relying on unconditional trust and understanding the dark mystery, you are willing to go through periods of not knowing. You are willing to continue on your path even when you are not seeing immediate results. Because in your heart, you know it's right. This type of trust is powerful enough to release any separation between you and the universe. You know that even when the universe guides you into challenging territory, you shall benefit, grow in divine power, and become the amazing being that you are destined to be. Excuse me. Praying to the beautiful dark angel and writing, drawing, dancing your feelings, or dialoguing with your dream images, you can work through the pain of challenging times and grow in wisdom. What matters is that you honestly express the depths of your suffering. Then, when you are ready, acknowledge that the experience has helped you grow. As we realize how we have grown through the experience, turning what was once a source of pain into spiritual light, we masterfully transform our deepest pain into our greatest growth and spiritual accomplishment. We become true spiritual alchemists, releasing light from the darkness. Excuse me. So the invocation of this number 30 Dark Angel card is, I call upon the wisdom of unconditional love, that I may be empowered so to see the true light within everything and in everyone, including that which holds the outward appearance of darkness. I honor the truth that the darkness serves a purpose, and I treat it always as an opportunity to strengthen the light. I call upon the light of divine love to ignite the light of my own heart, strengthening it each day through divine grace. I am always held in the light. May divine grace shine through me and into the hearts and minds of all beings upon earth. So be it. So you can rewind that back and say that out loud to yourself if you like. So that's the message from the Lightworker Oracle book. To continue connecting with your divine gifts. So you can say that invocation if you like. So connect to divine grace and the law of efficiency through your intellectual knowledge, Dark Angel, through your rituals and orders and ceremonies. And if you feel inspired to connect to the Christ consciousness, go ahead. If that's not something that you're into, that's okay too. I am connected to the Christ consciousness, but I also love great mystery and great spirit. I feel that God's everything or nothing, and God is in everything, even the darkness. So it's to help us grow. Just rising up above out of that darkness. So it's the awakening of your heart through the dark night of your soul, through changing yourself, alchemize, taking your bad stuff, turning it into good stuff, learning how to care for yourself more, love yourself more, connecting with your first ray of power, which is the divine, because we are all one. You are another one of me. The first ray of power. The first ray of power is energy of consciousness, conscious destruction. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for a fresh start. The first ray also carries the frequency of leadership. It can assist you to stand in the truth of your light so that others can find their way by it. It helps it to strengthen your willpower so you can accomplish any task you choose. The Ascended Master El Moria brings you his particular blessing and encourages you to believe in your own strength and to take the initiative on what matters most to you. So that's the message from Lightworker Oracle. Let's go ahead and move on to... thank you, Spirit, for that message. Let's go ahead and move on to the Lantern Oracle. to work the light, have the lantern of wisdom to see in our shadow, to illuminate the shadow, to empower ourselves on this spiritual path. So thank you, Spirit, for this message. Thank you for our gifts. Thank you for reminding us that it's through radical self-love and melting our masks that we are able to connect with our divine spirit, our true self. Radical self-love is the lantern that is going to lead us through our shadows. Radical self-love. The dogs are barking. The dogs are barking. Home, 42 home, and intention. Lacking personal direction begets confusion and life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. So come home. Don't be a pawn in somebody else's game of chess. Emotional energy. Don't be a pawn in somebody else's game of chess. Lacking personal direction. So don't lack personal direction, or somebody else will plan your life out for you. And use your emotional energy if you're not aware. So be aware where you may be wearing a mask, hiding your true emotion. Melting mask, allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles that you fulfill. Emotional energy. Emotions are messengers to be met with appropriate attention, action, and gratitude. So be grateful for your emotions. Be glad that you can feel them. You know, some people don't, or they don't appear to. So come home and let your mask melt. Whatever mask you felt like you had to wear. Excuse me. You have a new perspective now of that you had distorted perceptions. So perspective, a calm and clear mind is free to see differently. Distorted perceptions, reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for those messages, and thank you for our gifts. What does this collective need to know most on from the Lantern Oracle to illuminate the shadows and to empower their path, spiritual path? What do they need to know most? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 7 cards today. We're gonna get 7 Lantern cards. I'm not sure why it's coming out that way, but it is. This is the message for the day. So, thank you, Spirit, for this message from Lantern Oracle. Can you let us know what this collective needs to... Ooh, that one just blew right off my deck. So, Weeping Wounds. Weeping Wounds. You are not your wounds. So connect with the divine grace and law of efficiency. And remember that you are not your wounds. We all have wounds. Okay, and what else, Spirit? What else do you have for us from Lantern Oracle to help us illuminate our path during our working on our shadow, illuminating our shadow during our light work? Okay. Forgiveness. You are not your wounds. Forgive. Forgive yourself. Hurt blocks the light. That's under fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. Hurt blocks the light. So release whatever wounds that you're hanging on to, because you are not your wounds. Forgive yourself, because the hurt is blocking off the light, the sunlight of the Spirit. Connect with divine grace and efficiency and intellectual knowledge that you are not your wounds. It's blocking off the light of your spirit self, of dark angels' spirit self. And this is number 1. Be who you are, as you are. Be who you are, as you are. You are enough. Release the hurt, because the hurt emptied you. Releasing yourself from that hurt and that wound. Forgiving yourself and allowing yourself to be who you are as you are right now. Because you remember what this emptied feeling felt like. And then through connecting with your 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony, you're refilling yourself. The ending and beginning lie at either side of the same door. The ending and the beginning lie on either side of the same door. What else does this collective need to know? That they are not their wounds. The hurts blocking off the light through lack of forgiveness. That's being illuminated during the shadow work to connect with spirit self. That's number 1. Be who you are as you are. Responding, not reacting. Excuse me. So open the door to your new beginning. Respond, don't react. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand that we were dealt. And that's under my cosmic heart, cosmic Christ. Responding, not reacting. So how you deal with the hand you're dealt. You can either react to it in haste or respond to it in love through forgiving yourself, realizing you're not your wounds, because you're blocking off the sunlight of the Spirit. This reading is illuminating that, to be who you are as you are now. Open the door to the new beginning. Respond, don't react. Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ, how you respond to the hands that you were dealt. What else, Spirit? What else does this collective need to know as they work their light and illuminate their path? Wishful expectations. So this is under Dark Night of the Soul, is wishful expectation. So maybe your wishful expectations brought you to the Dark Night of the Soul. Put you in a really dark place. I can relate to that. I went through that. I think I've probably been into the Dark Night of the Soul for 7 years, relapsing off and on, and I'm doing well now, but I guess I had wishful expectations of, how things were going to go, and sometimes things don't work out, and I did go through the Dark Night of the Soul, and I hopefully coming out of it, I'm sure that you can relate to that if you went through something similar in your life. I'm realizing now that I'm not my wounds, and I'm forgiving myself, and I'm being as I am right now, because this is all we have. Because those wishful expectations emptied me. They weren't based in reality. I had wishful expectations as well. I think it's just human nature. So this lady's on this wheel, and she looks like she's trying to balance it on some sort of teeter-totter on the rocks, and she's all laid back like this, like, oh my God. So that kind of looks like the karmic wheel, hamster wheel of hell to me, but okay, acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. That led you to the dark night of your soul. So thank you, Spirit, for that. Yeah. Yeah, that lady looks like she's been through it. So what else, Spirit? What else do we need to know? As we forgive ourselves, realize we're not our wounds, connect with our spirit self, just be as we are right now, accepting this divine grace and intellectual knowledge, and connecting with our order, rituals, and ceremonies through the cosmic heart, cosmic Christ consciousness during this dark night of our soul and alchemical mutation, emptying ourselves from all hurt, so that we don't block off the sunlight of the Spirit as we do this shadow work and illuminate the shadow so that we can change. What else? What else does this collective need to know, Spirit? Okay. The wisdom in play. So have blind faith. This lady's got her blindfold on. She's mixing up her elixir of play. She's mixing up her magic. Having blind faith, even while doing the shadow work during the dark night of the soul. You're realizing the wisdom in play and how it's freeing to you. Spirit likes it when you play. Our intuition knows more than we do. So trust your intuition. It knows more than you do. And on the bottom of the deck, we have accountability. So be accountable. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. So give the gift of love to yourself first, and then go out and fill other people's cups. So that's the spiritual message from the Lantern Oracle. So that was a good one. So don't forget to play today. Connect with your youthful self and play. However it is you like to play. Play frees your spirit. I know it's what has helped. It's helped me heal through play, dance. That's why I really am so appreciative of the body, mind, the 7 spiritual laws of success through body, body healing. It was a wonderful book. I can see the 7 spiritual laws of success working in my life. The more that I integrate the actions into my own daily life, I notice big change. I hope that you are too. So let's get another message from... We'll finish off the spiritual message with a message from the Kuan Yin Divine Feminine Oracle for guidance, blessing, and feminine guidance, energy guidance on this path for a final message. What is this collective? What else does this collective need to know? Kuan Yin, okay? We are on the threshold. Excuse me. So this is a beautiful card. We are on the threshold At the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through, a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, and unconditional love. You are coming home to love. So thank you, Spirit. What else does this collective need to know? That they're coming home to love. You're coming home to love. You're on a threshold that's empowering you with peace and unconditional love, because you're coming home to love, loving yourself, coming home to a place in yourself that feels like home. Empress of the Pearl. Empress of the Pearl, you're on the threshold of coming home to love. You have an inner gift of great value, born of struggle, adversity, and challenge. In wisdom, you know that suffering can lead to growth, provided you are willing to search for a way to heal through it. Seeing challenges as ways to expand your spiritual light empowers you to focus on your growing light rather than getting caught up in suffering. So don't get caught up in the suffering. You're coming home to love, and you have an inner gift of great value that comes from your struggle. Just don't get caught in the struggle. Rise up through it. Empower yourself through doing your shadow work. This is illuminating what needs to be worked on for this collective. We're on the threshold, Empress of the Pearl. So keep going. So this is a way beyond fear. False evidence appearing real. It's an illusion. Trust in the divine plan. Your light's growing. Allow your light to grow. Don't get caught in the suffering. Excuse me. Okay. So, many hands of the goddesses. Many hands of the goddess. The goddess Kuan Yin brings blessings to multiple projects and many different parts of your life and consciousness, beloved. She is not limited to one task at a time. Do not be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and create creative genius, for there is much that you can accomplish together, and she is assisting you now through your divine connection. See, it's a big group of people that are connecting with divine. The inspired, intuitive messages you have been receiving, which are unconditionally loving, fearless, and encouraging of you to grow and be your true self, are from higher guidance. Beings of the divine light are guiding you with messages of unconditional love. It is safe to trust in your growing divine connection and your inner knowing. Doing so will bring you great joy. And on the bottom of the deck is Spring Mother Magu. This is a beautiful, she's carrying a basket of flowers. This is pretty. So, Magu, goddess of spring, healing, and transformation, brings you blessing now. You are asked to remember that light can come from even the darkest beings. That spring only ever comes after winter. The challenge can be to trust that winter will end. Exploring the unknown parts of yourself will result in self-discovery and a healing rebirth for you. So congratulations if you're going through rebirth and doing your healing, connecting with your divine connection, with Mother Magu, Empress Pearl. You're on a threshold. Don't forget, you're not your wounds. Forgive yourself. Okay, well, that's our spiritual message for the day. I hope that you found it helpful and that you got an uplifting message out of that and how to work your lantern and your shadow. And I thank you for sharing this message with me. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. I hope you go out and do something that makes your heart smile and take a walk in nature and connect with the Earth Mother and release whatever pain that you may be experiencing and reconnect with the divine. So thanks again for sharing. I hope you found it helpful. Peace. Mother Lover out. Have a good day.